to be the last card of the deck, and you're never gonna have it in time. But
Well, let's see if that holds true.
I still think that even if you think you've had bad luck today, you play by the odds and you go, well, that's not what I need now. I should get it in time. And
Oh
let's draw
goodness,
statistics.
that turn 2 Spectral Knight. You know what? I'm giving up my Wild Growth for turn 2 Spectral Knight all day here. I'm not even thinking for a split second. And Reynad doesn't think either.
For the Lich King!
Oh goodness, Thighs is in such an awkward position.
Without any 4 drops, that is painful. Thijs has 2 draws to get a turn 4 and try to put something on the board here.
Did you play the Ancient Watcher and taunt it up next turn with the Sunfury Protector alongside a tap, or I don't know? I'm just brainstorming here. This is such an amazing start for Reynad.
You
And
definitely
he's got
have
a BGH if Giants come out.
I mean, I think Thijs probably has your idea as a plan B. He taps this turn, draws at the start of next turn. If there's nothing, then he Watcher Sun Furies, because he can't let this board go on.
Yeah, he's forced to answer it, and the worst part is that Druid of the Claw, and not Druid of the Claw, but the Spectral Knight plus Wrath will give card draw to Reynad as this happens. And actually,
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious, like, you don't get to develop Druid of the Claw, so is that even a play you like to make? Do you just Wrath the 2-3 and Hero Power the...
Might depend what Reynad draws, because he could want a Wild Growth Rat and be fine with this.
Oh, you...
Oh, no.
Wait, no, he can't do this. This is kind of vulnerable to Shadow Flame.
It is, but then again, only a single Spectral Knight dies to the Sun Fury, and the second one can be finished off by a Dark Bomb, so... Is it that... I mean, it's
It dies to Sludge
one.
Belcher, and then you're off curve with Druid of the Claw Wrath. There's many things that could go wrong here off of a Spectral Knight as opposed to Wrath Hero Powering. But it does develop the board, so if you're forcing your opponent to have that Shadow Flame, so in that way I feel like that's probably the justification Reynad's using. Because he either plays Sludge or he plays the Shadow Flame. He has to play either or, which lets you establish an answer.
Yeah. So if there's a Shadow Flame, you know you can hit for 4 next turn and play your Druid of the Claw. Now there's the Belcher, so not quite sure what's the best. Well,
turn. I mean, Hero Power and Wrath will take care of 2 minions, including the Watcher. Like, if you, well, of course you have to use your Spectral Knights. I didn't mention that, but obviously, like, that's the kind of the line of play. I just feel like if you put anything more, you're giving your opponent the best Shadow Flame of his life.
But then by clearing both the Watcher and the Belcher, you give Thijs a very good Hellfire.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, well, that helps.
Yeah, that helps. That helps a lot, actually. Now, this Shadow Flame is not getting any close to the value that Reynad, Thijs wants out of it. That Spectral Knight is the stickiest Spectral Knight I've seen.
Reynad's board is still weak to Hellfire.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the Sylvanas. Yeah, I'm looking at the Sylvanas, and I'm thinking to myself, if I don't play her now, I don't think I'll get value out of it. Because worst case scenario, you Shadow Flame her, and you're still pretty far ahead.
Yeah, I like this. This forces Reynad to trade into Sylvanas, or at least to have a silence, but even then, if you Shadow Flame her after the silence, it's a complete board clear.
Do you Wrath the Sun Fury for card draw, Hero Power her down, top deck keeper? No. You top deck keeper off the Wrath. Right? That's the way you do this.
This feels really
I mean,
weird.
you don't want to lose your Spectral Knights to Sylvanas when all you can just really do is play Druid of the Claw plus Wrath. You're playing into Siphon Soul, you're losing all your accumulated tempo just because Sylvanas was dropped after Sludge Belcher.
Oh, and this is...
goodness. Okay, is it all in to just Druid of the Claw for charge, go full face, and wait on the combo to show up?
It is completely all in, and I
But you
had
have
no
BGH
idea.
for the Molten, right? Oh, it's
The,
so all
I'm
in though. You
pretty
can't do
sure
that.
this is
This-
no. This is not even remotely good. Your opponent has so many answers.
I'm
Double
telling
heal
you it's a
bot,
good play. I'm telling
Belcher.
you it's a good play. It's the sickest play, man. You
What?
have to do it. You have to do this. You have no choice. How do you win against Handlock with a hand like this? You can't
Okay,
let him
so
steal anything. You
oh
force him to
wow.
Shadow Flame
Okay, so
nothing.
Thijs kills the 4/5.
No, he kills everything.
No, you kill the 4/5. You motocoil. You
You
hope
can't
that you get
coil.
the
You can't
cat.
coil that guy.
No,
He's
you motocoil
uncoilable.
Sylvanas,
Oh,
and
okay.
then you play Belcher, and there's no way you die.
So many.
Okay, I thought you meant coil the Spectral Knight. Okay, yeah, no, this game is over.
You send Sylvanas into the 4/5. You motocoil Sylvanas. If you get the cat, you win. If you
Yeah,
get the
honestly, though,
4/1, you still Belcher, and
if
you're
Ancient
fine.
of Lore was here, we'd have a different expectation of this game's outcome.
But
But
even
since
then, you,
there's
you
none,
play. Okay, your opponent went full. What? I. I mean, your opponent went YOLO last turn.
you don't even know what's happening right now, right?
Combo is still lethal. I don't. I
You
don't
know
like
what?
this.
Reynad might be able to win this because Thijs didn't see the play you saw. You see? And there's almost lethal setup.
Wow, and
BGH,
there's the
shave.
BGH. Ugh. I mean, okay,
Okay,
if Thijs would have suicided Sylvanas, got everything, even if he would have gotten the Spectral Knight, play Belcher this turn, no way there's lethal this turn, no tempo swing like this, and then heal bot the following turn.
No, I get it.
And-
You know what? I
yeah.
get it. It's just Thijs didn't see the optimal play. It'll happen, but he didn't see it.
Yeah. Okay,
I mean,
so
there's two schools of thought. There's me, and like I'm on Reynad's side, and I completely agree with what he did, because you have no follow-up aggression, no matter what happens if you don't go full all in. But as a side note, if you do go all in, you then have no fuel if he has a proper answer.
Yeah.
So most of the time in Reynad's position, I feel like even though it failed all in, it was still the perfect approach.
it's really hard to tell if Reynad's call was the best, but
I couldn't see anything else, but yeah.
he had to go all in one way or another, and
What?
Is he thinking about
He
Force
felt
of
like-
Nature? No way.
Yeah.
Maybe for card draw, wrathing for card draw. I think this could be a semi-decent time, but when you think about it, you realize that you're really not getting much value out of that wrath outside of the shade trading into it next turn.
you wrath this turn, then you load up Hero Power, and then next turn you'll be able to trade the Shade into the Belcher.
Yeah, and then Force of Nature, perhaps one of the Treants into the 1/2, and then have 4 more damage to the face from that.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're preventing Siphon Souls this turn.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
he-
really very little that Thijs can do outside of taunting up. In this case, it's gonna have to be anti-heal bot, right?
Hellfire would be pretty good here as well, but Thijs still didn't draw it. And if I
It doesn't
remember,
matter, Lothab just wrecks it. Oh no, it's +5, so you'd be able to do
Hellfire,
it.
then
Like,
you send Lothab and yeah.
you'd put yourself on 9, but you'd have a chance to win. Because the odds of Reynad having combo off the top, back to back, that
Exactly.
seems unlikely.
So, oh,
You know, this was a really interesting start of game. You know, I thought Reynad had this easy, and then at some point he realized, you know what? I've got no Ancients of Lore. This is it. Like, I have to do it. I got no card draw. If I don't go all in, I'll never win this game. And Thijs missed the play.
I wonder.
yeah.
The
I
play.
think it happens. It
Yeah,
totally
no, it does happen. I really wonder. Maybe you know, when he saw the Druid of the Cloud charging, he said, "Oh, Reynad doesn't want me to get value out of that Shadow Flame." So he saw what Reynad saw, and he didn't see a way to get value out of Sylvanas because he realized he thought that the only way he could get value out of it was, "Are you kidding?"
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that
That's
lethal?
drawn.
Think about it. Force of Nature Savage Roar is lethal, I believe.
None shall.
No, this is a Black Knight.
Force of Nature Hero Power, that is, sorry. Because you hit for 2, you got 4 for face.
No, he can't Force of Nature right now. So,
Well, now he can't, but I mean, he could have used it with the,
Oh, without Black Knight?
With the shade, yeah, I was just thinking 4 into the sludge, then you force the nature, you got 2 for the slime, you got 4, 5, 10. No, he would have had only 10 damage. Would have been too off.
This is a very strong board though for Reynad.
You know what? Thijs with his Loatheb and I don't know. That Loatheb prevents a
If
lot.
you okay, you hold Lotheb heal bot, you go to
Yeah.
15 HP.
You got 2
and
boom
then-
bots that trade well. You're guaranteed to.
Oh,
This game might
That-
slip away from Reynad.
that play relies on getting good boom bots. What if you go Lotheb and then use the double dark bomb to actually clear the board efficiently? So you don't heal, but
No.
well,
Well, he can still play 6 and 2, right?
yeah, he yeah, it
Okay.
did.
He's still
didn't matter.
he's still fine. But this is some serious boombot RNG. Like this is. Okay, so he's gonna have to. Well, he's dead actually. Well, he has to anti kill bot and dark
you-
bomb.
You dark
he
bomb
needs to get
Lotheb.
yeah.
You dark bomb
Lotheb
Lotheb and you
hope.
heal that your heal bot. That your.
He has
this
to
skill-
kill something.
Okay.
Oh my
Dark
goodness.
bomb
This
Lotheb.
is perfect. This is the perfect outcome for Thijs. And now Reynad has to play from a position where he's got 8 damage on board. Thijs is sitting on 15. Savage Roar is lethal, but there's nothing quite yet.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I would have preferred Lotheb.
Well, he would have
Because-
had to play both. But I guess you're still dead on combo.
Well, okay. Well, if he played Lotheb last turn, Jude of the Claw would have been lethal,
Mhm.
and by playing Healbot, only combo would have been lethal. So I guess
Yeah, because
more
Swipe
sense
wasn't
to
even
play
lethal
around two
that
cards
time.
than one. Yeah. Oh
Right,
yeah.
now
Yeah.
we're looking at Thijs having to play Jiraxis for 10, or Lotheb to stabilize the board even further, which I think is probably the good play. You Lotheb and trade that 3/3 into that 2/2 and just pass.
Yeah,
because you're
there's-
getting 7 off Boom, and then you're getting another 5 off Lotheb and 7 from Boom on the following turn. And the only
Yeah.
hope of Reynad is to get the combo off, and after you Jiraxis, that's blown off.
Well, if you Lotheb this turn, Reynad just cannot have 8 damage, and
Exactly.
being lethal.
Yeah, you're threatening lethal on the following turn just because of the board you've got with 15 damage on board at the moment. So, oh,
Well,
this is a sick card for Reynad right now.
do you
I think
does
you
the
have to trade.
base or boom?
You trade into Boom. I think you have to trade into Boom. Or do you keep the shade stealthed? I mean, you're dead to R&B Cowl if you.
I think, yeah, I guess you kill Boom, because in any case, but then if Jiraxis happens, you're out of combo range.
Yeah, exactly. But you're
Ah,
gonna
so
keep
it-
the slime, right? Like if you hero power the 3/1 and you trade into Boom, he attacks with Lotheb, and then Jiraxis says he's down to 14 with Jiraxis because he attacks the slime. And if he doesn't
that's-
attack the slime, he's even closer to lethal.
Oh, a heal bot, okay.
That's not
That's
gonna
it.
do it. Oh, Reynad still needs to find an Ancient of Lore. I mean, he's not out of it if he finds the lore and back-to-back top decks.
Yeah, very unlikely, but in theory it's possible.
Thank you for confirming my suspicions. It's a thing, though. It can be done. Oh, Dice, no.
No,
Dice,
wait,
what? No.
what's the reason behind
Suicide.
it?
This is suicide.
I,
No.
I somewhat hope that Reynad dropped power just to punish.
Oh, he got the
Okay.
lore.
Well, okay, now this is kind of ironic, because Reynad has been hoping for a lore all game long, and this turn, that's the... He wanted Savage Roar, no lore.
You know what? Ancient of Lore into Innervate and Sludge, right?
Oh, wow! Really?
Actually, he still wins though. Think about it.
Because Siphon Soul.
Lotheb trades. Does he Siphon Soul? Yeah, he does. Wait, and then
Yeah.
he's dead to Lotheb. You know. Oh no. Just-
I mean,
Oh. I've
I-
seen
I-
unfair stuff in my time, man.
I feel like Dice should have been punished by... I mean,
By that Jiraxis, like that
Yeah.
reckless Jiraxis.
there was no reason not to heal bot that turn.
Yeah.
Your
So I
opponent
think-
had... Oh.
So Reynad's only way to win is
No. Oh well,
no.
he's
Actually, you could use Force of Nature to trade. But he knows that he's dead if he plays Jirax's scenarios because the 3/2 goes into something, and the 5/2 goes into something, and the 6/6 to the face. Um, Force of Nature Savage Roar allows you to trade, I guess. It buys you one turn, then you play Jiraxis, and then you're able to stabilize. Well, not really, because he plays another minion, and then you're dead.
yeah. This.
I can't believe this.
It's
I
so
cannot believe
The
this.
Savage were showing up one card too late.
And there were
There-
2 left, so...
There's no justice.
But I mean, this is gonna deal, with the board, and it's gonna put Thijs on 13.
Mhm.
Oh, this is game. Never mind.
Alright.
Oh, those draws were so insane, and that Jiraxis, I can't help but feel weird about it. I felt like it was just one turn too early. I felt like just play heal bot,
Totally.
and just wait until he tries to burst you down, and then you Jiraxis for like
Yeah.
another wind, basically.
Especially since your opponent has been holding just the old aggro mage that had ice lances as well as frostbolt, but it's still very strong.
I'm looking
I
at
think it's-
Reynad's hand though. It's not exactly a very good hand as far as. I am in love with Reynad. Thank you, sir. I played
This
that
is-
card on ladder to legend in Mech Mage, and I have had so much fun with it. I never thought I'd see that in a tournament. Are you kidding, Reynad?
I mean, Reynad's deck are so fun. He plays
You have
Toshli.
got to be kidding me. Do you
in
know the
row.
amount of damage you get off of Blingtron in Mech Mage? It is disgusting, the reach
Well,
it gives
from-
you.
from 4 to
Anything.
16.
Dude, you get anything and you're good to go. It's crazy. And he's
Especially
even
if you
running
get it
Water
for 4
Ellies.
mana. And it's not like Handlock really wants to take damage anyways, so the weapon you're giving him is...
I mean, look at
I
this
wouldn't
for
say
now.
irrelevant, but...
This Water Elemental comes down. What happens next? The opponent
oh,
doesn't
what?
deal with it because it's got too
He
much
plays
health.
Water Ely?
Yeah, but you know why? Because it works with Blingtron.
Many
And he can't use his weapon. And you're locking him down. Maybe he plays
Oh,
Ice
Okay.
Lances.
Do you play Blingtron, or I guess you play a Water
No,
Ely
you play
this
Water
turn?
Ellie. Yo, you play Water Ellie
Or
all
do you...
day
Do
here.
you... Okay.
All day. It's a snap call here. I don't even consider Harvest Ping. It's not even a thing.
Okay.
Not with this
Seriously,
follow-up.
I really, really like the decks that Reynad's bringing. Not only is he playing random stuff, he's actually getting to the finals. So, if he gets, if he wins
Reynad.
this match, he's getting to the finals with, I mean, the second most fun set of decks, because Carlos's was pretty amazing, but
Yeah. The thing is, like, if you look at the current board state, Reynad with his Blingtron is going to get a pretty good amount of damage output. But, like, it's going to rely... I don't even know how it
you
feels
reversing
because...
switch you
Water
reversing
Ely?
switch the Water Ely to hit for 6 in the face and freeze.
Honestly, with Fireball and Frostbolt in hand, I almost feel confident.
And you get a weapon too, so you hit for 6, 8
Yeah.
this turn,
You
plus
freeze
the
the opponent
weapon,
weapon. Yeah, you get everything you want.
and then you have
Um,
9 next turn.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I feel like Gorehowl is almost the best weapon because you get an instant 7 that can't get taunted through.
That would be insane. I'm
I mean,
so
you-
excited for this Blingtron.
If this Blingtron gives a Doomhammer to Reynad, Thijs is gonna be crying for days. Do you think Thijs knows about this? Do you think Thijs knows about this weird tech card?
No, we
Alright.
haven't seen this yesterday. Reynad didn't have to play his mage yesterday, so
No, he did not.
this is okay. Come on,
What is acquired? So we see a 2/3 weapon.
Arcanite Reaper. What?
Oh no!
All right. Okay, reversing switch that Water Ely. YOLO
You have
plays.
to reversing switch, man. You have to. You can't not. Look at this. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, Reynad. Oh,
You deal
the burst.
13 this turn. He
This is
has.
disgusting.
Wow.
I am crying in Look at this. He's dead to Fireball, Frostbolt, Ping over 2 turns just about now.
Oh.
Do you double
wow.
Molten though? Wait. Uh-oh.
Double Molten and then what?
And then dead. Never mind. It's pointless. It does, it does nothing. Actually,
Well,
Thai says this is game. This is game. I can't think of a way for Thais to get out of this. The only way is to play the sludge and hope that your opponent has absolutely nothing, and you have to kill the Blinktron. Because if you don't kill the Water Ellie, then you're still dead. Because Arcanite Reaper kills the sludge, attacks it. This is crazy.
This is insane. I can't believe I'm witnessing this in the semifinals of this tournament.
I am loving that Thais says, you know what? If you've got your Fireball, man, take the game. And this is exactly what Reynad's gonna do. Take the game.
Yeah.
This is the fastest
Wow.
game I have ever seen. And
Insane.
I can't
Blinktron
believe
new
this.
meta.
I've been in love with that card in Mech Mage. People have been crying about it and saying it's bad, but what's important about Blinktron is that you have Snow Chuggers, you have Frostbolts, you have Water Ellies. You give them a weapon, it's a non-issue. You get a weapon, you get extra burn, which is
Warper and Clockwork.
yeah, because you can then ping the Zombie Chow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, otherwise you're really not gonna get much of a
Yeah, without
an
a turn
advantage
two,
at
that is-
any point. Yep.
Yeah, that way you use both your turn 1 and 2s, because you don't have a turn 2 anyways. If you're lucky enough, Thais isn't gonna have a turn 2, which is actually what's happening, and it looks like Reynad's Mech Warper is gonna live on to turn 3, and he's
Yeah.
gonna be able to get Tinkertown value, which is pretty good. This hero power is exactly what Reynad wanted to see.
Yeah, he didn't want to see a shielded mini bot because that's really tough for him to deal with. He's got
Yep.
two things to ping on the same turn. But being Thais here, I'm almost feeling like attacking the Mech Warper is a good option because then whatever attacks it afterwards is going to kill it. You can get so many top decks that are going to help you out of this situation.
I mean, Thais doesn't know Reynad's hand. He doesn't know that. I think he made this play in case of an Anoratron.
Whoa, I see a rope here.
Yeah.
That's a graphical glitch.
Probably we might be the only ones that see it as spectators because it looks like Reynad's not even.
Close to roping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of awkward.
So yeah, I think Thais tried to play around the Anoratron, but if he would have hit the Mech Warper, then he would have forced the Clockwork Gnome to hit the 1/1.
Yeah, and then force a ping,
Yeah.
which would have delayed the play. Clockwork Gnome here is a really fortunate top deck for Reynad because it allows him to maintain tempo. He had no play for this turn outside of this
Yep.
specific one. Ah, Mirror Entity. That's actually not half bad if you expect a Mech Warp, not a Mech Warper, a Pilot Shredder.
Mhm.
And now you're kind of exposing yourself to just over champion, I guess.
To Consecration really hard as well. I feel like this play from Reynad was quite weird because. Like, are you that eager to deal damage to the face? Like, I don't think you're all in with Mech Mage like this, especially against Pally that has so much healing and taunts.
Yeah.
This turn could have been disastrous for Reynad.
So are we looking at a, I think Cogmaster and pinging the 3-1, trading with the Clockwork Gnome into the 3-1 and then dropping Mirror Entity? That allows you to maintain, like, you get a Sludge Belcher, worst case scenario.
Yeah, I like this. Then you can play the Cogmaster that's not going to do a lot anyways. But I'm not sure, he might be more
Oh,
conservative.
wow.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Protects the Tinkertown from True Silver.
And he's basically guaranteeing that the Mirror Entity is going to get value, but
Wow, this
It's
is
just
Star
not.
Sand from Reynad. Thais just drew the True Silver. This is
Yeah.
excellent.
well, this is exactly what Reynad wanted off of that stealth. Obviously, I'm just more like used to seeing stealths being used as a means to make Archmage Antonidas guaranteed value.
Yeah, but now Thais doesn't have any good play, and that's a pretty
Yeah.
good call from Reynad because he's seen that Thais skipped turn 2, played an Aldor on a 2-attack minion on turn 3, so he knows that Thais doesn't have weak minions on
Well,
board.
I feel
So
like yeah, True Silver Champion is still an amazing play though. Like you say there's no good play, but it really doesn't give Reynad what he wants here.
Mhm.
So he might, I mean, Harrison Jones and Thais could be used to trigger that Mirror Entity, and then he uses his True Silver to kill Harrison Jones. That seems like something I would consider. I mean, you are taking 5 damage, not exactly the most exciting outcome against Mech Mage, but it might just be better than giving him a Sludge Basher or a Paladin Shredder. You could give
Yeah.
him a Cartomaster, I guess, or a BGH. So
What I really like, I mean, sure, last turn,
yeah,
um, Thijs could play the True Silver, but he couldn't kill the 4/4, and now he's kind of behind one turn with this True Silver because it couldn't kill the Tinkertown this turn. Now he can't deal with Lothab. He couldn't deal with the Tinkertown last turn,
I like
and
this.
yeah,
I like this BGH. Like as I said, you know, Harrison Jones deals 5 damage and it locks up
mhm,
your entire turn. This allows you to get a 1/1 and a 4/2 to deal with the 5/5,
yeah,
and you still have your True Silver up. So Reynad has to put a lot of pressure on this board, and if Thijs kept track, there's 2 spare parts in Reynad's hand. Oh, dead mad scientist.
this hurts. This is one of the worst feelings you can have as a mech mage.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
depends if
what
it's running counterspell, but
I mean, what would have been worst would be if you actually got these mirror entities earlier, but this is bad.
yeah,
I
but
mean,
I
at
like
least
the
he can
fact that he's
smoke next
doing
turn.
it. Hmm.
Yeah,
And what's
and
really good about that mirror entity ping is that now Thijs has to commit 2 minions or 2 attacks to this Lothab, as opposed to just the 1/1 and the 4/2 that he wanted to get, which is
yeah,
which was the correct play. It forces Reynad to surrender 2 mana of tempo to deal with that 1/1.
yeah, and also, um, playing the mirror entity from Reynad here was pretty good because he's seen that Thais had a very awkward turn last turn, having to play the BGH without any battle cry. So I guess if BGH was the best minion that Thais could have mirror entity last turn, Reynad can
It's not
expect
gonna get better.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
and I mean that is why Reynad. I mean I don't know if he has another secret, but if he has one, I still think playing Mirror Entity was better than playing the Scientist, just because you wanna have it instantly. That secret.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the hand from Thijs here, and honestly, that double Mirror Entity start from Reynad is just absolute. In fact, Mirror Entity is almost better in this case than Mad Scientist, even if it got the secret out. Simply because Mad Scientist would have taken time to put it down, whereas Mirror Entity is immediate right now. It precedes the Dr. Boom play, which means you're going to get more minions before you start booming. And looking at this board, Thijs' options are to use 2 minions on one thing and then just pass. Like, he has to kill a Cogmaster with his face. That means there's a 2/5 plus Dr. Boom coming up. So,
Yeah, pretty well played here from Thais to waste a Mirror Entity. Well, quote unquote waste, giving a 2/5. And this is still anybody's game. I feel like.
and I'll be honest with you, if Reynad manages to get Dr. Boom to live, it's gonna be a straightforward Dr. Boom time rewinder Dr. Boom turn. It's gonna be the most
Yeah.
obvious. I'm gonna flood the board with boom bots.
Yeah.
And if he
Yeah,
does that
definitely.
twice, then this is gonna be the most frustrating thing for Thijs.
Oh, those bombs were great for Thais.
Yep.
This is exactly what he wanted to see.
But he's gonna
But-
take 7. I mean, hell,
Oh,
like you're
wow.
almost dead. There's so many top decks that kill you. Doctor Boom sticks around. Oh, that's a good
wait,
game.
this is wow. This is game.
Yeah, no need here for Reynad to hope for another good Doctor Boom bot here. He's gonna go directly for Leto with the Fireball, not even showing the Time Rewinders, and that will make him, 2 games in a row with Mech Mage after losing his Druid to the Handlock. So Paladin losing against Mech Mage. I mean, I guess it's kind of intentionally putting a card like Blingtron. And he makes so many speeches about how he hates the variants of Animal Companion and Ragnaros and whatever card like you can come up with. Whenever it's got variants in it, Reynad is probably speaking against it. And next thing you know, his Mech Mage contains Blingtron, which is probably one of the highest variance cards I've seen. Admittedly, it fits the purpose of Mech Mage perfectly by giving you that added damage burst and the ability to negate it by using freezes. So it's kind of a perfect fit, but it's still
Yeah.
kind of ironic that is the case.
Yeah, I agree. And Thais has actually a pretty decent hand here. Negating the Mech Warper. There's not going to be any
Next for
Tinkertown
Tinkertown.
value next turn. The Scientist
Well.
feels good, but then Thais, I guess you play the Shade this turn and you silence the Scientist next turn. Because the secret is way more valuable than the 2/2 body.
You could coin out Keeper and silence the Mad Scientist right now if you wanted,
but
but I
what's
mean,
the
you
point?
lose the coin. Yeah, there's no point.
Then
Yeah,
you
there's
get
no
that
point
shape
to it.
growing, you get favorable trades with it, and you keep the coin. We're gonna see
Hey,
Blingtron again. I like this.
So I'd like to point out that a druid using Blingtron with Claw and Bite is beyond broken if you get Doomhammer. It's completely out of this world. Of course, it never happens, but it's a pretty funny play to make.
Well, I mean, we know Thijs isn't running
Of course, you're not
Claw
running
and
those.
Bite, but he's running
Yeah,
Savage Roar, and
yeah,
this could increase the reach of your combo to 18 without any minion on board.
yeah. And I've seen it happen. It's backfired on me a few times when I was playing Mech Mage. Druid gets more value out of it. Shaman gets a free Doomhammer, and they get those Rock Biters. Like, it does backfire once in a while. And Rogues
This
getting
is
huge
such a
weapons.
turn for Thijs. I really like this.
I quite frankly like the Lotheb is the obvious play here for Reynad.
But then your opponent just played 2 spells. Is he really? I mean, he can
You
clear
have
your
to
board.
no, it's
with
just
the
for the
attack.
5 attack. You have to have the 5 attack to contest Druid of the Claw
Yeah.
with a ping on the following turn at least, just to transition well into Doctor Boom eventually.
Yeah, but I would say that Reynad's behind here because Thijs is gonna have great trades.
I guess you could have made an argument for Tinkertown Technician being played with a ping on the 2/4. That would have allowed the Tinkertown to trade into it. So you just play Tinkertown without mechs and then. Although right now, Thijs has a good board, but Reynad's Doctor Boom, if coming first, is going to be a pretty big deal.
But it's
Like,
only
if he
in
gets attacks off this Lotheb, it's 5 damage to the face.
Okay, there's the Lothar from Thijs. It might be key to this game if he wants to
Wow.
buy himself a whole turn later on. And I guess it's gonna. Okay, do you
Snow
sugar-
Chugger Tinkertown, and set up the freeze. You set up the freeze, and then you blink Sean, and then you win the game. It's a matter of just, knowing what you're doing. It's such an easy card to play. It's all about them freezes, yo.
Sure.
Oh, that fake gangster talk. Why is he Rusty Horning that 4/4? No, he can't. Okay,
Nope.
no Black Knight value for you.
No horny Tinkertown.
No horny Tinkertown? I don't like the sound of this, but okay. That's fine. So you have to play Lotheb now, but I almost feel like you wait until Archmage drops, so you just negate it, because you still have a Druid of the Claw this turn, which is not half bad of a play.
I think you play any
Shredder
well
would gr-
either
nah.
Lotheb or Druid of the Claw because next turn you play the Shredder, Innervate, and the second 5 drop that you haven't played this turn.
Yeah,
Now,
you need at
which
least
one's
5 drop
best?
right now.
I think you might want to go for charging the Druid of the Claw.
And trading the 4/4.
What to do?
You know what? That would actually work amazing. The problem is that
wait.
Blingtron ping is gonna be crazy.
Do you charge the 4/4 or the 2/3? That's the question because that way you're okay. He just goes
You,
for the bear.
you charge nothing. Easy life. But now that means, you know what? I think you Blingtron. You can't afford not to. You're gonna get a good freeze. Between your weapon and the 4/4, you kill the Druid of the Claw. You then ping the Drake, go face with a Snow Chugger, and freeze him. This game
Yeah.
is over. This is over again.
Wait, let's wait and see the win.
Oh, please, Life Justice. Oh, he got Sword of Justice buffing the mech. This is the worst possible outcome. Now he has to ping the Druid of the Claw with his face. And that leaves the Drake live. He can freeze the Druid, but that's nothing. Ugh. So
Well-
what weapon does the Druid get, actually? I see a
No,
3
wait.
durability, but that's probably
The
Stormforge
Druid
Dash,
got
right?
Stormforge Daxed.
Mhm.
I mean, you ping the Drake, you can trade your minions, you have a Yeti on board, and Dr.
Boom is gonna be-
insane! An 8/8 with two boom bots next turn, and then you can taunt whatever you want.
Yeah, this is one of the worst case scenarios, honestly, but it's working out amazing for Reynad right now.
Oh, don't.
Just because Dr. Boom's follow-up makes it incredibly strong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Th-
And the
this is
Stormforge Dax
great
is just
for Thijs.
useless as hell.
Good. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be able to kill boom bots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess you want to take face damage a little bit. It's always kind of nice.
Oh, and
Oh, this is such an obvious boom.
da 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 da.
Da da da.
Wow. And next
Everything
turn,
is just sparkling. This is crazy.
next turn you just go an Oreotron. And then you have a 2/3 taunt with Divine Shield.
Yeah, yeah. This is. You know what? This is crazy. I cannot believe this. You know, I would have. I said it was a worst case scenario because I didn't really look at the hand. In the immediate sense, it was in that you can't freeze the opponent. But this is just. How do you can't swipe?
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do to this board.
Actually, I mean, Thijs doesn't have it, but Combo is lethal at the moment.
Yeah, but he like
Thijs.
he doesn't have Innervate. He
that's
doesn't
the
have the
problem.
mana. He's got nothing.
Oh yeah, there's not the mana. I always forget the mana.
Yeah, it's like you have the 2 cards, auto win. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. Okay, so you know what he needs to get for Oswald Grund?
Nope.
That is not
Roll
it.
one.
I think Jura the Fang is coming out.
Time waits for no one.
Best 5 drop in the game.
Well, Reynad has Hemet Nesting Weary value, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you need to use that Hemet on those 1/1s. So you know what? It's gonna be a nice way to tank that Boombot at least, if anything. Uh-oh.
Well,
Tanking the Boombot, yeah. What?
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 Well, any burns lethal for the rest of the game.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
Okay, so do you buff the Water Ely or the
You
Anoitron?
don't. Yeah, you just play an Oiltron naked because the extra stats on it really don't do much for you. An Oiltron and then ping that 5/1. I mean, I don't even know. Harvest Golem ping the 5/1.
Oh man, those bombs were so mean.
8 damage to the face. That is ridiculous. I am sorry. That was completely. And the Wild Growth can't even cycle.
I have
Nope.
no time for games.
This is game. Blingtron goes to the finals!
Are you kidding me? Well, Reynad has shown the power of the Blingtron and Mech Mage, and you know what? I'm really happy to see that this card is being used competitively. It's got only one place, and I think it's in Mech Mage. It's the best place for it to fit, and I can't wait for you to try it out.